Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the open Great Lake, and let's see what team we're going to be running with today. We got the Bastiodon pair with the Wigglytuff and the Shadow Poliwrath. So they get forced out to switch into their Cresselia. We're going to stay in here as this is still a pretty decent matchup for our Bastiodon. They do have the neutral move Grass Knot though, so it is going to chip away at this Bastiodon. You can see Bastiodon is going to have to tank a bunch of these Grass Knots. And we are going to fight back with our own Stone Edge, doing some good neutral damage as well. And this is just going to play out until either one of us gets KO'd or we switch out. We didn't really want to switch out because we didn't want this Poliwrath to be matched up with their backline. And so let's see if this is the correct play. We're going to go for this Stone Edge here. Our opponent is doing a really good job on throwing good timing. This Grass Knot doesn't quite take us out, but the ensuing Psycho Cut does snipe our Stone Edge energy, so well played by them. Ooh, unfortunately for us, Charger Bug lurking in the back is going to be able to do some heavy damage towards our Shadow Poliwrath. We're going to be able to throw a Icy Wind here, so we could potentially shield here and get to another move, but we decide to let it go in case they were trying to bait. And it looks like they did go for the discharge. So here we're going to shield. Doesn't matter if this is a bait. We want this Wigglytuff as healthy as possible. And we do get the farm down right there, which is fantastic. Now we're going to go and use our Icy Wind. This Icy Wind here doesn't get the shield from our opponents. They recognize that potentially their last shield is going to be needed later. And then here we're going to tank this Hydro. And now at this point, since they allowed that one, that Icy Wind to go through, we're just going to save this shield and potentially farm down to get the win, and that is exactly what we do. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Wigglytuff farm down. So let's see what the next game is. You got your classic Bastiodon and Poliwrath here as their safe swap potentially. Okay, we got the Mirror Bastiodon. Is always kind of a weird situation. We definitely don't want a Wigglytuff on the Bastiodon, so we're just going to stay in. It looks like we are a little bit desynced. They go and throw the flamethrower first. We're going to throw our own flamethrower here as well. This flamethrower also is going to do some neutral damage, and this is also going to get played out like this until one of us gets KO'd or we switch out. In our situation, we cannot switch out because we only really have one good counter to this Bastiodon. And at least in this situation, we'll at least barely lose or win the lead. Both of us are into the yellow now. We're going to be able to get to another flamethrower. Will this next flamethrower get it into the red at least? No. So both of us here are looking pretty bulky. We're going to take this next move as well. It looks like we are winning CAP tie though. So let's see here. We're going to throw this next move on good timing. We do get the CAP tie, I believe. This flamethrower does take this Bastiodon into the low red. A little bit of lag right there, so I'm not exactly sure they threw a move or not. So here we're just looking to get the farm down. Both of us looking to do it, and unfortunately it looks like theirs is tankier. So they do win the lead, and then we're going to switch out into our Wigglytuff. Unfortunately for them, they have Medicham lurking in the back. Medicham lurking in the back isn't going to have a lot of play towards this Wigglytuff. They do go for the Psychic Hail Mary. We avoid the debuff, and now we have the Wigglytuff on Wigglytuff action. We're going to throw our own Icy Wind here. They didn't shield, and we are going to be able to try to get to another move here. This next Icy Wind potentially could get the shield that we're looking for, and that means that they are officially double debuffed at this point. We know that they have a move. We're going to have to shield here no matter what. They go for the Icy Wind debuff, and it looks like we are just going to farm down with the Shadow Poliwrath. Shadow Poliwrath able to take out that Wigglytuff in the bag. GG's to our opponent. Luckily for us, they were double debuffed at that point, and we were able just to fast move down. All right, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Charger Bug on the Bastiodon. Really good situation for us. Expecting them to switch out. Okay, no switch out immediately. They are throwing a move. We don't have to shield anything at this point. Everything is resisted except for Crunch, and that's only neutral. Looks like they're staying in for some reason. They definitely don't want to see this Bastiodon in the back. They go for an X-Scissor. Okay, so they definitely just trying to chip away at this Bastiodon health. Okay, so given that it is a bug type, look how much damage they ended up doing. So pretty good damage by that Charger Bug, to be honest. We're going to throw the Stone Edge at this Jellicent here, as we're going to farm up to another Stone Edge and then switch up because we think that Bastiodon is going to be more useful in the back. We do switch out into the Wigglytuff. They reveal that they have the Ice Beam version of Jellicent, and here's the reason why they couldn't switch out, because they had the Skeledirge in the back. Skeledirge would also be terrible against our Bastiodon. They are able to farm us down right there, and we have a decision to make. We're going to come straight in with our Bastiodon. Yes, we are. We're going to throw the Stone Edge immediately. We know that this is going to get shielded most likely. They do end up throwing the move as well. We're going to shield here because these smackdowns from the fast move are going to do some good damage. We do sneak one in, and this is just forcing our opponent to switch out or allow this Bastiodon to farm down. We do get them to switch out. We are able to get to the Stone Edge here, doing some huge damage, and we are able to farm it down, thankfully. And now all we have to do is use our Shadow Poliwrath to win the game with the resisted counters right there. So, interesting team. They had the double Ghost in the back, and that Bastiodon was a huge problem for their team. So, next game, let's see what we find. We got the Bastiodon versus their Lantern. Okay, so this is a little bit more challenging because Lantern is going to be able to dominate the Wigglytuff. They do switch out into the Wish Cache. So we're going to switch out into our own Poliwrath here to get this Poliwrath out of the way. Definitely don't want to see it against the Lantern. But so far they have double water so far. We got the Lantern Wish Cache revealed. Pretty weak to grass types. I don't know, expecting some kind of Flyer, Skarmory, something like that. So we're going to go into our Wigglytuff here, calling the Skarmory or some kind of poison type, I guess. We are going to be debuffed, unfortunately. They are going to be able to throw him over. We're just going to let this go. Mud Bomb goes through, and they have the Flyer of Talonflame. Okay, so they just switch right back into their Lantern. We do have some shields for this. Does 2 shields Bastion versus the 1 shield Lantern win? We're going to find out. Here, it's important to throw on good timing. We're going to be able to get to another Stone Edge on good timing. This is certainly going to get a shield. Yep, makes sense. And now the question is, do they get to... They need like 3 Surfs. So we're just going to shield this first one and gauge what's going to happen here. They need at least 1 more Surf after this one. Will we be able to farm down from this health? Let's find out. And yes, we are. So that is GG's because this Talonflame has no chance of surviving this Stone Edge here. Luckily, we do get the Stone Edge, and boom, goes the Talonflame. So nice play by us right there, using the Bastiodon to its fullest potential with the smackdown. All right, next game, let's see what we find. Bastiodon versus the Azumarill. Not necessarily the best situation, but potentially they don't have Hydro Pump, so we're just going to stay in because we can't really switch out because our Poliwrath is also not very good against this Azumarill. But let's see what we find. We do see the Hydro Pump Azumarill. So worst case scenario has a rise, most likely running the Poliwrath Hydro Pump. So that is a core breaker between our Poliwrath and our Bastiodon. But we're just going to stay in and do as much damage as possible. And you can see here they go for the Poliwrath Fate, which is fine because we're just trying to get them low enough for KO that we don't have to address this Azumarill anymore. We get into the low red, which is not bad. And then we're going to go into our Wigglytuff, I believe. Yep, Wigglytuff goes through. Do we think that they're going to bait, or do we think that they're going to go for it? Let's see. We're going to shield here. Unfortunately, they go for the Poliwrath, and unfortunately for us... Okay, wait. We do have a situation here because our Wigglytuff is pretty decent against this Trevenant. They only can throw Seed Bombs. Even their fast moves are resisted, so we're going to see if we can get rid of this Trevenant here. Okay, they actually shield, so maybe they are not looking forward to this Wigglytuff as well. We do debuff them. Do we survive this Seed Bomb? Yes, we do. And now it allows our Wigglytuff to take out their Trevenant. And then you can see right here, we didn't realize that we had the Disarming Voice, and we only go for the Icy Wind, and that's unfortunately gonna potentially cost us. Let's see, they go for a return here, we survive it, and then we are able to get to a Icy Wind here. So got a little bit lucky here at the end. We go for the Icy Wind for the KO, but we definitely have the Disarming Voice to do more damage towards that Sableye. So GG's to our opponent. Check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.